Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to show you how I created this peachy golden glam look. And the first thing I always do is prime my eyelids. And I'm starting with applying some shadow shields. I just find it really easy to work with. It leaves me with a very sharp line and it picks up a lot of fallout, which is awesome. I sell them on my website. I will link it down in the description bar. So today I'm using the Natasha Denona Sunset palette and I'm starting with this super soft peachy pink shade. And I'm going to blend this all over in my crease. When I started using this, I wasn't really sure like how this shade was going to turn out in my crease. Like, was it too light? I didn't really know. But it turned out to be like a super pretty warm peachy shade, which I don't think I own like in any single eyeshadow. So I really loved it. I did went like a few times back to kind of build up the color, but I really like this color. Now for my next shade, I'm going in with this dark brown shade and I'm going in with a super tiny brush and I'm going to create a line all over in my crease. Well, not really all over, I'm going like halfway towards my crease. So I apply the most product around the place where I'm applying it right now. And then I'm going to softly blend it more towards the middle part of my eyelid. And I didn't know what I was going for, I was just experimenting. Sometimes I just like to sit down and play with makeup. So then I'm going in with this holiday palette, which is also by Natasha Denona, and this is a very gorgeous reddish burgundy shade. And I'm going to blend it straight on top of where I just created that line. And the brush that I'm using is a Morphe M506. Now that I'm done with creating that line, I'm going back in with that dark brown shade from the Sunset palette. And I'm going to blend a little bit more of that right on top of that line. I wanted it to be a bit more darker. And I'm using that same Morphe M506 brush. I'm just blending my brush back and forward. I'm not pressing really hard. I'm just doing it really gently to, like, I don't want to be too harsh because it might ruin what I just did, like the transition. So just be kind of soft with your brush. Then I'm going in with the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer and I'm going to apply this all over the eyelid. Now the first shade I'm going to apply on the eyelid is this super light shade and I'm going to press this in the inner corner area. I found it kind of hard to like get color payoff, so first I used my brush dry and then when I realized it wasn't really working, I applied some setting spray and I pressed my brush a bit harder in the product and then I pressed it again on the eyelid and it worked better. Now I'm going in with this super pretty bronzy shade and I'm going to apply this all over the eyelid. A little bit more like in the middle part, but basically all over in the middle part, not all over the eyelid. And I used my finger because it gave so much more color payoff. With the Natasha palettes, I'm never really sure how I need to use them, but this shade definitely worked so much better with the fingers. It gave incredible color payoff. So then I'm going in with the holiday palette again and I'm going to use this shimmery reddish burgundy shade and I'm going to press this in the outer V area. The reason why I'm starting with a light shade and then a middle shade and now a darker shade is because I want a sort of ombre effect on the eyelid and I like to kind of blend these shades into each other, so it just looks really nice blend into each other. Hope that makes sense. Then I'm going back in with the dark brown shade from the Sunset palette, and I'm using the Morphe M506 brush again, and I'm just going to softly blend this in the outer V area and blending it also towards my crease. So the outer end of my eyelid kind of blends into the crease, which makes everything like kind of blend together. Now for my eyelid, I'm going to use the RXI Gold Glitter, and I apply this with the MAC Mixing Medium Gel. So first I dip my brush in the MAC Mixing Medium Gel, I apply a little bit of this on the eyelid, then I dip my brush into the glitter and I press it on the eyelid. And I don't want the glitter to be too harsh on the eyelid, so I applied it with a very tiny amount of the MAC Mixing Medium Gel. And I'm trying to focus only at the middle part of the eyelid, where I apply the bronzy golden eyeshadow. And I'm softly pressing, like with whatever is left on my brush, more towards the inner corner and the outer V, so it gets like a melt of glitter. So now I remove the shadow shield and I apply my eyeliner off camera. I use the Inglot eyeliner. And then I'm going back in with the dark brown shade from the Sunset palette. I'm going to press this right underneath my lower lash line using a flat diviner brush from Sigma. And using a flat diviner brush is like one of my favorite brushes to apply this, because you can really press it very tight against the lash line, which I like. And then I'm going to blend this out using that reddish shade from the Holiday palette by Natasha Denona. And I'm picking up my tiny pencil brush again, and I'm just going to blend back and forward. When I'm done with blending that reddish shade, I'm going to apply a little bit black eyeshadow around the outer V area underneath the lower lash line to connect it with the cat wing I created. And then for my waterline, I'm going to use the Suiva Nude Eye Pencil, which is one of my favorite eye pencils for any waterline. It kind of brightens the eyes, it makes it look bigger, I don't know. And I also feel like it stays really nicely in place. And it's very affordable, which is awesome. Then I'm going to use that light shade again, which I also used in the eyelid area, like around the inner corner. So now I'm applying this a little bit underneath the lower lash line as well. And when I'm done with that, I applied my fake eyelashes off camera, which are the Weary Lashes from Anytude. And the mascara I used is the Gifted mascara from Tarte Cosmetics. And then here you have the end result. I really hope you enjoy watching this video. I feel like I have done some like similar looks, but I never really involved like more of a burgundy in the outer V. So yeah, I hope you enjoy watching. I was kind of scared that you guys might find it boring or looking the same as all my looks. I don't know. But yeah, give this video a thumbs up if you did enjoy. That would be really sweet. And I hope to see you in my next video. Bye guys!